Imagine a litter full of yellow labs that have only been alive for a few weeks. Now imagine picking the perfect little puppy and taking him home, and 13 years later, I am so happy that I chose my dog Crash to come home with me. I have had Crash ever since he was a few weeks old. When I was around 8 years old, our family decided that we wanted a dog. When we first got him, we were thinking of long and hard of names that we wanted to name him. What's funny is that the first picture of him that we have at our house was him an hour in, and he was just crashed in our backyard. We learned over the next few weeks that he loved to just crash all over our place, whether it was in the living room, the backyard, or someone's room. He just would crash everywhere, so it was only fitting that we named him Crash. Besides the people that brought Crash into this world, and his few brothers and sisters that he had in the litter, we have been his only family. When he was younger, he had so much energy, to the point of exhaustion sometimes. He loves to go for walks around our block and play in our backyard. Now that he is older, he likes to spend his days sleeping and chasing birds in his sleep. We can only assume that he's chasing birds. We don't really know why he's sprinting. At night, that's when he gets a little squirt of energy and decides to bark at everything. There'll be nothing out this window behind me, and he'll still just bark. No, I don't know why he's barking. We open the door and look out there, but there's nothing out there, and he'll still bark. We took it, when Crash was little, we knew that something was a little off about him and that he wasn't the greatest dog. We took him to dog school, and he struggled. They said that he couldn't focus and barked a lot. They were not wrong. He barks all the time. He went for about 8 weeks or so and failed. They said that he never got the proper training, and it showed. He doesn't listen to commands all that well. He'll sit, but that's about it. He's about to be 13, and he still doesn't know how to play fetch. So that's something that you could say is pretty off about our dog. When he was younger, we'd also take him to the river, and it was so much fun watching him try and swim. He didn't really like the water that much, but he would still just pedal around, and it was entertaining for us to watch him try and get out. Crash has meant so much to me in my lifetime. He's the only pet I've ever owned. We've had him for 13 years, and I'm 19, so we got him when I was about 6 or 7 years old. Some people would argue that dogs are the best planets on the earth, and I would not disagree. Crash has been such a great pet, protector, and friend. He's the only pet I've ever had, and I wouldn't know what it is like to care for an animal if it wasn't for him. He can't hear me that much anymore because he's 13 and his vision and hearing is going, but I love to still talk to him and say hi to him when I walk in through the door after class. One of the best feelings is coming home from a